designers are likely to use while designing, right? And I mentioned a few softwares that designers or creatives use in designing, but I highlighted three of them that we'll be talking about in our journey of the whole class. So I spoke about CorelDRAW, I spoke about Photoshop, I spoke about Illustrator. Yeah. So and on Photoshop, we started with document format decision, where you make the decision for the layout of your designs, right? How you want the design to come out in terms of dimensioning, in terms of resolution, and yeah, I think that's the basic concentration we picked in our last class. And then I said something the last time. I said in this class we'll be basically talking about the tools, and if time permits us, we'll practicalize one thing using the tools, and then falling back to the principles of graphic design, which will also touch a part of on the practicals, which is the design we're going to be doing today. So yeah, yes, welcome Uchechukwu Sylvia, our headmistress. Okay, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to be sharing my screen now with you guys. Um, Zita gave me an update which I liked so much. She said she gave you guys, um, she told you guys rather to be on your devices. So if you are on your device, please just drop a comment on the comment box and say, "Oh, I'm on my device." So I just pick how many individuals are on their devices. All right. Please, I have issues installing the software on a Mac. Um, Zita, how can I get to is it Damilola Akimboyu rather? If I pronounced it well, please if I didn't pronounce it well rather, please you can correct me. How do I get to this person? I use a Mac too, and it can be quite tricky while downloading softwares from Mac. So how do I get to the person on Telegram? Oh, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
I'm not on the group yet. You said you were going to add me to the group the last time.
I want to add you. I want to add you. Sorry.
All right. I see there are about 9 persons that said, if I let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 persons that said they are on their device. Yeah, so 8 persons. Emmanuel, I was not on the Telegram page, so once I'm added there, I'll drop the link as well, so you guys can download the stuff, how to set up Photoshop. Setup, you mean downloading, right? If that's what you're talking about, the link I'm dropping, or the zip file rather I'm dropping, has a a how to download procedure on it. So if that doesn't guide you, please do well to reach out to me after the link has been sent. All right. Would there be any other question? For the 9 persons that said they are on their devices, please do you have the softwares on your device?
No.
I have only yes. Okay, I have two yeses. I have two yes. Sorry, what did you say? All right. Let's get straight to what we have for today. All right, let me share my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Headmistress, welcome.
Yes, sir.
Just 2 persons replied. Are we here? Are we here?
Yes, we are here.
Yes,
See
ma'am.
your
Yes,
screen.
sir.
Can you see my mouse? Can you see my mouse?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The last time we said this is the toolbar. This section. This section. This whole section here. And then we said this section is the menu bar. Can you see my mouse?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll start by highlighting the use of every tool here. Um, while trying to touch on use of every tool, we'll use that same
Please,
means to
excuse me.
to design something.
Do we have
I
the
can hear
link
you. I
yet?
can hear.
Do we have the link yet so we can download and follow suit, please? Because since it's practical, let's follow up with what you're doing.
Okay. Have you added me to the Telegram page?
No, no, I hit you up in your DM, please. Um, I was asking if you're on Telegram because I can't actually find your contact here.
Yeah, I've dropped my contact for you. I've responded. So guys, yes, the last time we said we're going to do food menu, right? So let's get on it.
Yes.
Let's get on it. I'll bring out a sample and then
Sorry, sir.
we would.
Sorry, I'm
Okay,
sorry. Please, can I ask a question?
okay.
Okay, please. The other time, I don't think it's everybody that attended the class. And you mentioned something and you said wood menu. Can you please do like a small recap? Because I don't understand what wood menu is.
All right. My apologies, mommy.
Thank
So
you.
first of all, where are you receiving the call from, or where are you answering from? I can put down your name.
Lagos. Lagos,
All right.
Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Lagos. So in our last class, we picked Photoshop as one of the tools we'll be measuring on. Then go to CorelDRAW, then go to Illustrator, right? And we also listed um, some other tools that creative use to make designs, right? Um, we started with document format decision the last time. I think I'll just share the screen again so you can get a knowledge of what I'm talking about. Okay. Right. So I'm sharing my screen now. Permit me. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The last time we said this section is called document format decision, right? On Photoshop, when you want to start up a project or anything rather, you would see this before you kickstart any project. And this helps you make a decision for the project you're working on. Decision in terms of dimensioning, like what dimension do you want to work with? What scale you want to work with? Is he an A5 flyer? Is he an A6? Is he a poster? Is he an ID card? Is he a complimentary card? Whichever one, you make all that decision here with the dimensioning. Then you move down to resolution. That's the quality in context of clarity. How sharp do you want the image to be? That's resolution. When you it's the place you have all right, Soma, I'm coming to you, sorry, please. The place you have resolution, if you decrease that, if you put that to 100, the sharpness of your project wouldn't come out the way you want it to be. You get, so it's advisable. The standard format is 300, so you get the quality of whatever it is you want to make, whatever it is you want to design on. To get, so we also spoke about color color mode, right? If you can see my screen currently, I don't know if you saw that color mode, we have bitmap, we have grayscale, we have RGB, we have CMYK, and we have lab. Basically, for designs, we'll be touching down on bitmap, grayscale, RGB, and CMYK. So if you want to design something that goes out for print, goes out for um, publications like publicity, like they'll have to print it and all, you use CMYK to get, because the machines used to print out this stuff. I gave an analogy the last time and I said, if you take a photo in a wedding and then the photographer says, oh, you can get your stuff at the spot, you see that machine he's printing, using to print out the pictures you're waiting for. It prints out cyan, that's a certain color. It prints out a certain color first, cyan, and it prints out magenta, and then it prints out yellow before it actually gives you the color of the image he or she took. So yes, the machines, or basically most machines that they use for print use this format that's called CMYK: cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, right? Then if you're making designs for social media publications, Facebook, Instagram, IG, uh, um, X, like Twitter, whatever it is, something that would go online, WhatsApp, and all, you make use of RGB to get. And then if you're working with grayscale, if everything you want on your document format, you want it to be black and white, that's when you go to grayscale. Then for bitmap, bitmap is used the last time I said to open images that are very large. So if you want to retain the scale of an image, you use bitmap to open it up. Let me move again. So on this section where you have background color, you notice that when I opened up Photoshop first, where you saw a white background, is because on this document format decision, I clicked on white. So if I go back and I want to open the same file again and I click on black, automatically the section, the canvas where I'll be designing on, changes from white to black. And if I put it on brand color, it changes to white back and gives me an option to put any color I want to be on it. If I put it on transparent, it changes from either black, white, or whatever it is, and just gives me a blank background, whereby I would have to fill up something myself. And if you go to custom, it gives you an option as well, same with background color, to now pick the background you want to be on your canvas. Mommy, are you clear now?
Yes,
All
I'm
right,
following.
thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
all right, you're welcome. Then, Soma, you want to ask a question? You now.
Yes, sir. I have a question. Thank you
Okay.
so much for accepting to explain what was done in the previous class because I wasn't there too. But this platform you are showing, I don't know, is it the Photoshop?
Yes, this is the Photoshop we're working on with. Yes.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to be clear. Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you so much. So, the last time we said we're going to design a menu, food menu card, right? So I'll using the tools. Okay, Zita, you want to say something?
Yes. I've added it to the community, so you can drop the link so that you can try to do it.
All right. So yeah, we'll be designing a food menu card. We'll try as much as we can to make it very, very basic. You get so we can all flow well with it. You get so while designing it, we'll be touching some of the tools, and I'll also be telling you what the tools we'll be working with are used for. So if you're on your device, if you can flow with me. Um, if you have any questions, you can ask, and then we'll take a pause and get back to you.
Sorry, sir. Please, I'm on my device. So how do I flow with you? I don't have the software.
But let me drop the link so you can download. Please give me a minute. All right, I'm back. I just dropped a zip file that has all of it downloaded in it, so it actually eases you guys the stress from going online to download again. So you just have to download the zip file, for Photoshop, Illustrator, and CorelDRAW. So know. All right, let's get back to what we were trying to work on. Can you all see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
You can't see it.
Sir, please, did you drop the link on Telegram?
I didn't drop a link anymore. What I did is to drop a zip file that has a
Where,
compilation
where
of.
on Telegram?
Yes, please.
Can you please drop it on this call too? Because I have not received it on my own Telegram. I don't know, maybe it's the internet.
It's still
I
coming
haven't
up. It's
received it either.
currently it's currently at 42.5 MB, but the whole file is 1.8 gig.
So it means that we may not be able to actually practice because it will take some time for you to download on our own laptop too. So maybe we should just go ahead.
All right, that's fine. But just in case, I would always touch back on something that we've done before. So whatever we're doing now in our next class, I'll also touch back on it. You get? So let's start with yeah, um Uche Chukwu Sylvia. You are the one who gave us the brief of the last in our last class where you said we're going to design a food menu. So please drop a brief for us on what we're designing, what's the name of the brand, what's the food menu like, what's the list, because as a designer it's great to understand client's brief, because by doing so you have a forehand on what you want to work on. So yeah, Uchechukwu Sylvia, over to you.
Okay, so you didn't ask me to prepare one the last class now.
No. It's not a big deal. You can just say something now and then we'll work with it. The
Okay,
topic for today is how to use Photoshop tools.
okay,
So we're basically learning how to use the tools as well as making something out from it.
okay. So we're designing the food menu for tasty meals.
For what?
Tasty meals.
Okay. What's the slogan?
Delicious treat.
Okay. We've added 4 companies already together.
Are you serious? Will that be all?
Um, what's the content of the food menu?
Okay. This should have been done beforehand, but
Having
we
challenges, you
have
know,
look.
so we can just
Ah,
look at the sample. If you're having
hmm?
challenges, you can tell me so we can just look at the sample.
Yeah. Do you have a sample?
Yes, I do.
Please, let's use your sample, sir.
All right. All right. Let me get one. Let me get one. Let me get one. Can you also see my screen?
Yes, sir.
No one is replying again.
I can
Yes,
see.
you can see it.
All right. So basically
Can see it though.
on
Can see it though.
all right, basically on this stuff, um, the client said, "Oh, please make us this and that, and add basically African foods." And she actually sent us the pictures to use on the flyer. You get um all the pictures you see here were not downloaded; they were from the client. You get so, and then she also told us she wants the restaurant food menu very bold at the top, and then have this other stuff at the other end. So let's pick some things out from this and recreate ours. But we're going to be recreating ours um, using similar images but different context. Are we good? So
Yes, sir.
first we need to understand what are we designing. That's one. We're designing a flyer. What kind of flyer? Or what kind of menu rather? An A menu. Sometimes some menus come very slim. Sometimes they come in A4 format. So basically um, for better understanding, we'll be working with an A4 dimension. Who can tell me A4 dimension? I have a gift for you. Zita, please, anybody that answers, I'll send something to your DM now. So at the end of the
Come again, sir. You said?
nobody should go to Google and type anything. What's the actual dimension for an A4 flyer? Nobody should go to Google and type anything. I'm seeing you with the triple savior. I'm seeing I'm seeing you all going to Google to type. Okay, Sonia. Sonia, I'm with you. Sonia is not answering. Sonia, I am with you. Okay. Peace. Go on.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, so the width of an A4 paper is
My network is poor.
2480
Can't hear you
pixels and
clearly.
the okay, so the width is 2480 pixels and the height is 3508 pixels for an A4 paper for flyer.
2000.
No,
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Wasila.
It's in pixels, not like millimeter or anything.
Yeah, I
I
know,
can
but
give the millimeter.
2000
I
is
said
is
2480. The width,
2480.
the width,
Okay, okay.
and the height is 3508 pixels for the height.
Yeah, tell me the truth. Where did you get the answers from? Your gift will still come to you. But just tell me the truth.
From the Photoshop app.
Okay, you actually went there to
Check, yes.
get your answers. All right. Zita, I am in your DM. So please help me reach out to this and get me what was requested.
Please, where did they drop this file? Who can help me? Where can I find this file to download the Photoshop, please? Anybody?
Adora, he said his stuff is still downloading. It's a
I'm
zip
also having
file.
some issue. I don't know where the file is. I couldn't. Okay, still downloading. All right. I just doesn't equal to Adobe. Still uploading his own.
Thank you. I thought it
So
was
please
already
reach
there.
DM.
Thank you.
WhatsApp or Telegram.
Yes, what's up? Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen it.
All right. So please you would hear from Zita after the class. Thank you. All right. Let's get back to what we're on. So please give us the dimension again.
Okay, thank you, sir. The dimension for an A4 paper is 2000. So can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
2480 pixels. That's the width, and the height is 3508 pixels for an A4 paper or flyer.
3508. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So, so yeah. So what's her name gave us Uchechukwu gave us Tasty Muse as the brand name for the flyer. So first, one thing we're going to be putting into consideration is what kind of colors are we going to be using for um what kind of colors are we going to be using for the project? Now, one thing you need to put into consideration are colors, um, font style, font style, right? Images to be used. Some persons don't like you using artificial images on their projects. They'll always want you to use their own kind of image. So you need to ask your clients, oh, please, am I using your images or I should go online and outsource for something and then use it? So you need to put all that into consideration before jumping on any project. I mentioned color, I mentioned font, I mentioned image. Who can tell me something else that we need to put into consideration before jumping on a project? Can I pick? Can I pick? Can I pick? Benita, help us.
Sorry, sir. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Okay, I said But before you jump on a project to make a flyer or a design, we're looking at things to put into consideration before starting up a project. So I said for this project we're working on, we're going to be looking at colors. We're going to be considering colors. We're going to be considering the kind of font we are using for the project. You get. So we're also going to be looking at the kind of images we're using. Some clients don't want you to use artificial image or go online to download images. They would prefer you use their own image. You get. So yes. The question now is, what other thing do you think we need to put into consideration when making out a project?
Okay, you have mentioned font, that is typography, colors. I'm thinking other elements and how to apply them with regards to the client's information, because that is what you work with. Because you want to meet, you have now there is a goal. You are not designing for yourself, you're designing for your client. So you have to pay attention to details. So with regards to, for instance, myself now, my knowledge of the design elements and principles, how do I now apply it to suit what the client wants?
Okay. So we need to put one of the principles of design, that's contrast, right?
Yes. Well, it
Okay.
depends
So,
on, because I just joined anyway, so I don't know if there's been a background information on what we are going to design, because that could have given me a clue to be specific with my example.
okay. I said what designing a food menu, a food menu, a food menu.
Okay, a food menu. Okay, what kind of thing are we really looking at? Is it what kind of, is it a restaurant? Is it like what kind of is it like snacks? Is it like, because that will give you an idea of what you need to design. What type of food are we talking about?
Um, where is she again? Oni Onyinye Abi Uchechukwu. So the question now falls back to you. So what kind of flyer are we looking at? Are we looking at designing something for snack, pastries, meat, that, or actual food itself? Rice, beans, spag, plantain, and the rest of it.
We
Sonia,
are
I'll come to
looking,
you. Okay, I'm listening.
we are looking to design a food menu, local food, local food.
All right, local food. Benita, local food. So basically, we'll be using the likes of egusi, okra, oha, um, ofe sala, and the rest of that. So it's a food menu for a local restaurant. You get that now?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got that. So, does the client want specific colors? Is it, does she have a brand? Is this what is the client trying to communicate? Because that will affect the, we know, we, if it's egusi and all that, we actually have an idea of what it should look like. But then, what colors are we working with? What is the central message? So that will now determine the contrast, which area to give attention to, although we already know about the food, the captioning and everything. So,
So our client, Sylvia.
I
Back to
think
you.
we already mentioned what we are going to put into consideration. We've talked about the color, the typography, the images, and every other thing. He's asking what else could we put, what else should we put into consideration? For everything you've just said, we already mentioned it. So he's asking for what else could be added. Sorry.
Do you understand now, Benita?
Okay, I just joined, so that's why I was like, I'm really taking you people back. I'm sorry. Then what else we should consider? Is it going to be for digital print, or is it going to be for the like a hard copy?
Yes, we
Because
are working on a digital print.
Thank you so
oh
much. So we're going to be using RGB for the design format decision, right?
yes, yes.
All right. Sonia, you want to say something? Sonia. Sonia, you want to say something? Okay.
So the digital print, is it one of the things to be considered? Whether it's going to be digital print or the other type.
Yes, you also consider that because you will also determine if you're designing for RGB or CMYK. I think
We
what we did
consider
here is
whether it's RGB.
yes, what we did here is RGB. If you can see it at the top here, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see
RGB
it.
stated
Yeah,
there. RGB.
yeah.
So what we're basically doing is for social media and not for print.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Going forward, let's get to work now. So right now, I'll start by doing my design layout. And design layout is basically positioning where you want this object, and that object to be. Do you get? Um, so first, I'll bring you my ruler. This is called ruler. You click on it and drag. Can you guys see?
Yes, sir.
You
Yeah,
click
it's
here, you click here
okay.
and drag out. For as many of you that are using your device right now, if you can do this thing with me, you can just drop on the comment box and say I just did it. So you click and drag and put it on 10.
So is there a place we can click for the ruler to come out? Because mine isn't automatically bringing out the ruler.
So to bring it out, you do Control R.
All right, done. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So we'll bring out another one from there again and put it on the other edge. We'll bring down another one from the top and place it here.
Beans and potato candy. That's what we have for dinner.
And then we'll bring down another one and put it below. So the reason why I did what I did now is to actually give myself an upfront information that, oh, whatever I'm designing should not exceed this ends. Do you get? If you happen to be a student, you would realize that when you're writing exams, on the sheet where you're writing the exam stuff, you'll see where it's written, do not write on this margin. Means the teacher or the lecturer is trying to position you to he or she can actually read what you've written down. So if
Sorry, sir.
anything exceeds, okay, I can hear you.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Please, the zip file, I've still not seen it. Have you dropped it on the group? Then number 2, how
It's
do you?
currently at 1.46 gig, a total of 1.87 gig file. So
Oh,
it's
so
still
it's still
sending.
downloading.
Yes.
Okay. So then I want to ask, this ruler, I'm just looking, I can't practice it. How do you
Okay.
know the distance you're supposed to place the ruler? Because I see that the ruler is not actually on the edge. There is a space between the edge of the page, as in the A4, and the ruler, both by the left and down, and you don't have any up. Or am I
All right.
am I the one who's
That's
seeing the one up? Okay, you
no,
have up, but how do
that's a
you
brilliant
place?
question.
Say it
That's
again,
a
please.
brilliant question. I said that's a brilliant question.
Okay, thank you.
Very brilliant. So I was waiting for someone to ask though, but thank you, Mommy. The reason why I do that, or how to bring it out, or how to position it in a place whereby the whole spacing are looking simultaneous. On the same ruler you have at the top, when you right click on the ruler, it shows you pixels, inches, centimeter, millimeter, point, picker, and percent. Um, Basically, this doesn't have any effect on your design, but it only gives you a ruler dimension. You know, when you buy a ruler, like a natural ruler, the spacing between each ends differs. You can see on the other edge of the ruler, it says millimeter. You can see on the other edge, it says centimeter. So for this file and subsequent file we're going to be working with, we'll be using percent. And when you click on percent, it gives you this arrangement you're seeing now. When you change it to something else, the numbering you see at the top changes. When you change it to
Okay,
something
sorry.
else as well, okay?
So what determines the percentage? How do you know that, oh, let me give you 20%, let me give you 5%?
That's what I'm saying. When you look at the place I dropped the rulers on, they're actually on 10% each. There's a 10% on this
Oh,
end, there's
then
90% on
that's,
this end.
uh, I'm still
The reason
asking,
why I did that, okay, what's your question? So
what
I can answer you.
determines usage of the 10% that you are using? Okay, if I'm
Nothing
doing this,
actually,
the standard for A4 is 10%. Is that what you are
no,
saying?
no, no. There's no standard. I'm just giving you my own principle. And the reason why I do that, if you notice on this file, if you notice it's similar here. Majority of my content doesn't exceed, let me do it again so you see. Majority of my content doesn't exceed the 10% I gave. Can you see it?
Yes, it's still 10%. I'm just wondering what informs it. Maybe, oh, because does that mean I can't give you 20%? Does that mean I can't give you
You
5%? What
you,
informs
you
He's
the
saying
can.
that
percentage?
you use your initiative now. Use your initiative and know what works for you.
If I'm using my
You
initiative,
can,
can it be
okay.
smaller?
Hey,
Obviously,
Yes, it
yes,
can be.
it
Just pick
can
what you
be.
want to work with and use that.
Obviously it can be smaller. Do you get? It can always be smaller. But it all depends on the project you're working on. It will be how will I put it? It would have an effect on designing using these dimensions, because when, okay, one of the reasons why, let me say it the way it is. One of the reasons why I use this, um
Okay, that's actually what I
everybody,
want you to tell me. The
yes,
reason behind it.
everybody
Thank
has
you.
um the way they started. Everybody has the way they started design. So who is that person? Someone's mic is on. All right, thank you. All right. One of my reasons for using this, it has an effect on the way I started designing. You get, when you start designing, the principle you start with might actually affect you down to the very end. When I started designing for basically billboards. And my director would always say, oh, give a line spacing on the edge of the billboard design. So when you're printing the design, it doesn't cut out, because when you print it, the people that's going to hang it for you, they tend to fold some edges. So they fold from the left, right, up and down. So imagine if your detail is on that spacing that you kept there. Imagine if there's a phone number there, the phone number goes with the folding. So basically, that's what initiated me to start doing this. Mommy, are you clear now?
Yes, thank you very much. I get what you are saying.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
The line spacing for the horizontal and the vertical, are they equal? Because I zoomed out on the horizontal and there is no calibration there.
They are equal. Can you see it?
How can you tell? The horizontal one there's no calibration. I can't see it.
If you check,
Okay,
can you see this place
okay,
where
I can. I
my
can.
stuff is?
Sorry, sorry.
Can you see here? Can you see this point?
I can. That is 5.
It's 5, but it's the same spacing.
That's 10.
Yes, it's the same spacing with this.
All right. Thank.
So yes, design layout. So we've just given um a grid on where our designs shouldn't exceed. Our actual content, like phone numbers, social media handles, um, um, actual menu for the food company, and any other details that means a lot to the company. We wouldn't add them outside of this grid. So, like I said, design layout. So we'll start by imagining, oh, for a flyer, using the principle of design, we would want to give hierarchy, we would want to give contrast, we would want to give proximity, typography, balance. There's also a space for, there's also a place rather for white space. I don't know if the earlier facilitator told you guys about it. White space. So yeah,
I found
on
that out
this
on my
project,
own.
sorry, okay, that's fine. On this project, I'll start by doing a layout, and then I'll touch down on the tools where I'll be explaining them. So yeah, this tool here, it's called Shape Tool. So when you click on Shape Tool, you have rectangle, you have ellipse, you have triangle, you have polygon tool, you have line, and you have custom shape. Rectangle, as the name implies, it helps you draw rectangles. Ellipse, as the name implies, it helps you draw ellipse, and so forth and so on. But when you come down to custom shape, you're actually given a room to create or pick from already existing shapes that Photoshop has made available for you. So let's try that out. Let's try rectangle. I click on rectangle. I click and I drag. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
if you're practicing at the moment, I would want you to be on your A game. Also drop comments for me so I can also know your progress.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay, so my ruler is showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 instead of 10, 20, 30 like yours. Is there a way I can change it?
Yeah, away. Move. Take your mouse to where the ruler is. Have you gotten there?
Yes, sir.
Right click. Right click on it.
Okay, sir.
What's it showing you currently?
It's showing me pixels, inches, centimeters, millimeters, points, picas, and percent.
So you can change it from whatever it is currently to percent, and then you have the 10, 20, 30.
Okay, I've seen it. Thank you, sir.
So yeah, back to our stuff. This was for rectangle. So yeah, I'll use this again for ellipse. Let me draw it again. You click, hold shift and drag, and you have it. You click, hold shift and drag. You click, you hold
Sorry, please.
shift
Sir.
and drag.
Please let me pause where
Yep.
you get the shape from again. So sorry.
Okay, the shape is here. If your stuff looks like this is where your shape will be. Or if it looks like this is where your shape will be. So you can see what it's showing. It's currently on ellipse. So you click ellipse, click on it, hold shift and drag. If you're on your device, please I'll give you um 1 minute each so you can show us what you've done. Um um Peace, are you on your device?
Yes, sir.
So have you done something?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Share with me what you've done, or share with us rather what you've done.
Okay, sir. Give me a moment.
Sorry, sir, please, while we are waiting for her, can I quickly
Okay.
ask something? Okay, please, I want to ask, please, I don't know, you know Figma, right?
Yes, I know Figma.
Okay, so I want to ask this ruler, I want to actually, something is coming to my mind, which I want to actually confirm from you. Ruler is like
Okay.
grid in Figma, right?
Uh, Something like that. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so can I fill the whole canvas with ruler? Because I'm thinking if I am going to place smaller objects, we are talking of alignment now, so that I don't have one is high, one is low, and I don't have a straight alignment for my images. Can I fill the
Uh,
canvas, maybe 6 rulers, just like grid in Figma? Is that possible?
okay. Ruler isn't fully the grid on Figma.
Okay.
Figma only gives you um like I said, if I want to design for billboard, someone says, "Oh, give spacing for so and so this." You get now
Mm.
the grid on Figma allows you or enables you to know where your content should begin from.
Okay.
Yes, it shows you where your content should begin from. So that's why when you're designing for a website and you use a MacBook 13 inch, it actually gives you a particular point where your stuff is to begin from. When you do something outside of that grid, it happens to overlap. It happens to be um, not balanced, if that's the word. So, but ruler actually just tells you, okay, we're starting from here. If you notice, there's also ruler on Figma.
I've not noticed that.
There's also ruler on Figma. Well, I'm tempted to move out from
No, no,
this,
no,
but
no. There's no need.
that's fine. There's also ruler on Figma. I just
Okay.
tried it on my end now.
Okay.
So yeah,
So they
peace.
are different functions.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Peace. We're waiting for you. Thank you, Omami.
I'm having problems sharing it. It's not showing anything from my end.
Are you working with your phone or your laptop?
I'm using my phone for the meet post. I'm using my laptop for the photo shoot. I think I can snap a picture and just drop it on the picture.
All right. Any other person working on the same file, so I can give you a room so you give us updates on what you've done. All right, that's fine. Peace, we're still waiting for you. You can stop sharing so I can share. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is for ellipse. So we're going to triangle now. Click and drag, holding shift. The reason why I'm saying we should all hold shift is because when you don't hold shift, your objects have tendencies of being distorted. They might actually lose the actual shape you're trying to create. You don't hold shift. Are you seeing? But when you hold shift, it gives you that actual feel of what you want, of what a rectangle actually looks like. So yeah, this is rectangle. We're going back to polygon. We click and drag as well. Now for custom shape, okay, let me go to lines. We click on lines and drag. Same thing works here. If you don't hold shift, your line wouldn't be straight or accurate. See, I'm not holding shift, but the moment I hold shift, it becomes straight. So I click and I drag. Let's go to custom shapes now. So on custom shapes, when you click here, click on custom shapes, automatically this thing on your menu bar changes. And when you click this drop down here, it actually gives you a drop down of what Photoshop itself has given to you as custom shapes. Are we together?
Yes, sir, but your drop down is not showing.
My drop down is not showing.
No.
Ouch. Ouch. Wait, let me show again. Can you see the drop down now?
No, sir.
Let me take a screenshot and then show you. Can you all see this now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Can you see the drop down?
Is it the one by the side? Is it drop down by
No,
the
no, no.
side?
No, this one here. This one here.
There is no
Like a
drop down.
box.
Uh, I don't know why this is the same thing that happened the last time in our
The
sharing.
FD. Yeah.
In our sharing. I think we just have to move on. But there's actually a drop down there that you can see different shapes. The one Photoshop has given you so you can pick from. So going back to our layout, we need to do something before our time runs out. Our layout, I would use rectangle throughout to help me or give me a guide on what the layout should look like. So here um I would use here to be um the name of the brand, the name of the brand, right? The name of the brand. Then I would draw another one. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And then put this to be the slogan, right? That's to give us heads up on what we're doing. Then I would move again. It's advisable you do this on your book and by on a paper, on a blank sheet. You get, so you can have a sketch of what you want. It's advisable so you don't have to make your canvas very very busy. So it's advisable you do it on a blank sheet, then look at the blank sheet while you're making your designs. So yeah, that's for the slogan. So I'll draw another one. Uh, and use this for um, the menus we have. I'll draw another one again. I'll use this for the menus we have again. Right? So the menus will go on this box. Then I'll come down, I'll leave a box space for the food. The food we'll be adding will be here. Then contacts, social media handle, and any other thing, email and all would be here. would be here and here. And then we have place your order now. Place your order now would be on this edge. Are we all following?
Yes, sir.
Can you
Yes, sir.
see that just by looking at this layout, we have something to look like a design? So I can see your hand. So what's your question?
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. So please, my network has been so bad, and I'm just rejoining the meeting now. I don't know, these shapes, are they text boxes? And how do I get them?
Okay, no, they are not text boxes. They are actually a tool. So look at my mouth. Can you see my mouth?
Yes, sir, I can.
So if you're using this format of Photoshop, your rectangle or your rectangle tool is supposed to be on this end. If you're using
Okay.
this format, it's supposed to be on this end. So when you click on it, you have access to draw.
Okay.
Is there any other question?
And why are they black instead of having the background color?
I waited for two persons to ask me questions. You've asked one. I'm waiting for the last person to ask the second one. There were some things going on while I was doing what I was doing. And if anybody can pick the signal, Zita, I'm in your DM again. So if anyone picks the signal, I have something for you. If anyone picks the signal. So yeah, um, this is why the boxes are on black automatically. Now this is called um foreground color. Foreground color. Who's that? Me. Okay.
I'm sorry, please. I want to ask something. I discovered
Okay.
that these images, like the two images, they align, they actually stay side by side. The boxes are equal in size. How did you achieve that?
You mean this too?
Yes.
So
Did you
like I
copy
said,
it and pasted it?
no, I didn't copy.
Okay.
So like I said, you click. Let me do something here. Let me do something below. You click and drag. When you leave it, you draw another one again. You click and you drag.
So how
Can you
do
see?
you achieve the alignments? Like I can see that the lines are, is it that it automatically adjusts to the measurements in between following what you have previously done?
Come again. Come again with your question.
I'm saying that
Okay.
when you drop the shapes, something happens. It doesn't just drop and it follows like alignment, like there's a measurement in between, like between what you have already placed before it and all that. So is it that there is a way you do it, or it automatically follows kind of the spacings are kind of organized? That's what I'm saying. So
It's literally not. It's just the way I did it. Rather, like I was saying while I was trying to put in the rectangles, I was saying, oh, this on this edge, this on this edge, and wherever I click my mouse on, that's the actual point the shape I'm trying to draw would come in. So if I click my mouse here, if I click it here and I start drawing, you can see that it's intercepting with the other shape that's currently there. But if I come down here, that's me using my eye to measure the spacing. If I come down here and I click and drag, do you see the shape I'm actually trying to draw? The spacing in between is looking similar to the already existing one there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. I'm still waiting for the last person to ask the question. If you do, I have something, like I said. Uh, so yeah, let's keep going. So this is our layout for the design we're going to be achieving, right? And we have the image, like the name of the brand, where the name of the brand will be, and where the slogan will be. We have where the images will go in. The menu, the actual written menu will go in.
Sorry,
We
I
have
hope you don't mind if I interrupt. I'm so sorry. How did you get to this side, this section, the layers, the channels, and the paths? How did that come out? I can see the shape came out each one as you did, but how did you open this on the right? How did you open it? How did you get to that part?
this. You mean this?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay. The moment you start, the moment
Drawing
you
the shape.
start drawing, the moment you start
Okay.
drawing,
Okay.
like I said earlier, um, Photoshop is,
Where's those
or
the dusty that's been
Photoshop is more like a combination of layers. And I gave an analogy the last time. I said when you place your hand on your table and you place yes another hand on the same table on top of your former hand, you can see that you can't visualize what's under the hand below, except you remove the hands and then you look at it. That's the way Photoshop is. That's the way layers are. When you put in layers and put another one above each other, it actually forms a design. You get?
Okay.
So
Yes.
that's how that part comes in. So when I draw, when I click here, just watch that part. When I click
Okay.
here and draw,
Mm-hmm.
you see that there's a rectangle
Yeah.
already.
Yes.
Yes,
Just pop up. Yes.
yes. When I click again and I say okay, let me draw again. When I click and draw again, you see that another one has dropped.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
Yes. So um we'll get to the level of grouping our layers. We'll get to the level of actually naming them.
Okay.
You get, so let's take it gradually.
All right. Thank
So
you.
this is our design layer. Did I answer your question?
Please, you have. Thank you.
All right, Bolani. If I get correctly, Bolanle from Abuja, right?
Yes, please. Yes, that's correct.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being in my class.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. All right. So here, we'll try and just do something, a very quick one before 9:30. So, and then I'll leave it to should I leave it to you guys to complete and then get back to me in our next class?
Sorry, sir. Can you please show
complete
again
what?
how you copied the shape
Come and
or the
hold
layer?
this again.
Come again.
What do you
Can you
want us
please
to
show
do?
how you?
I can't hear you.
I said, can you please show us how you copied the shapes? I went up, my network went up, so I couldn't see that part. Or the layers. Can you please show how you copied?
So I click on the first shape I clicked holding shift and I drag. You see, I've dropped the first one. I click again and I drag. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
So I move to the next section for content, like the actual food menu. I click and I drag, and then I click again and I drag. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
So now let's do for pictures. I click and I drag. This for pictures. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
For social media handles, phone number, address, and all, I click, I drag, I click another one, I drag, I click again, and I drag. Moving them closer. So then here we have other now. Yeah, this is the second one I'm creating, and this is the first one I created earlier.
Okay, sir. I've
So
seen it. Thank you very much.
all right. So having this knowledge at heart, it now gives you an idea of how the flyer layout will look like, but has not given you the way to use colors. So basically, um, I'll bring in a background now, and I'll put in some things so as to try and meet up with our timing by 9:30. And I would give out some assignments for you guys to do, and then get
So,
back to me.
sorry to cut you. I've raised my hand, but I think you're on the app or something. So I realized in this second one, this
Okay.
rectangle, three rectangles at the bottom, they are not the same size. So how do you make them to be the same size?
Making them the same size using the same rectangle I drew, you either adjust it, that's by clicking on it. Um, can you see it now? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Can you see these edges? These things here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can adjust the size from there. So you click and move up or down.
Okay. So, sir, is there this option on Photoshop that when you want triangle, one rectangle, and that's the perfect size that you want, can you just duplicate it to three?
Yes, please. It's
Okay.
easy. You don't really have. Let me not use the word duplicate. Um, let's say we're using that particular size, like that's this one. Let's say we're using this one. You can click on it, place your mouse on it, hold Alt on it. Can you see that the icon on the shape has changed when I hold Alt on it? Can you see it?
I don't really notice the difference, sir. The
See,
icon.
look again. From
Okay.
this to this, From this, you can see that the cursor has
Why?
changed to double.
Okay, yes, yes.
Can you see it?
Yes, sir, I can see it, sir.
Then you click. When you see the cursor in that form, you click and move up or down.
Okay.
And now you have similar sizes. You want to do
Mm,
it again, you click alternate, click on the shape, move up or down, and you have a similar size as well.
mm. Thank you, sir. I understand.
You're welcome. So yeah, one of the tools, and the name of the tool is called horizontal text tool. That's for typing.
Please, can you do that again?
We're going to be tools to click on it.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't get that. Someone said something. So yeah, since we have our layout now, it gives me an idea of where each element should be placed. So I will turn off this group folder I made, and then click on my horizontal um, type tool. One of the shortcuts to go to that tool is by clicking on letter T. Letter T. Just tap on letter T, and you see that it's highlighted the tool already. Letter T again, it's highlighted it. Once more, letter T, it's highlighted it. So I click and then I type safety meals. Can you all see what I typed?
I can see it too. Seems it's the same color with the background.
Ah, who answered? I wanted to give that as an assignment.
It's the same color with the background now.
Yes, I know. I wanted to give that as an assignment to ask you guys
Oh,
why that thing happened like that.
sorry.
Why, what happened, sir?
So I typed something here and it's not visible,
That's where
but it's
contrast
there.
comes in.
No, right? That's where contrast comes in. But I wanted to ask, why is it so? It's supposed to show the black. It's supposed to show black since our foreground color here is black. It's supposed to show black. So no one has the assignment. No one has the answer to it. So I'll give that as an assignment today. My first assignment. Um,
Sir, you change the text color to black now. That means the text color is in white.
who answered again?
Benita.
So yeah, it just changed the text color to white. And the way to change it is when you click on this here.
Change the text color to
Uh,
black, you mean?
So I should have a gift.
change it to black. Oh, that was quite easy though.
I can't see what
Come
to
on,
give.
where had this one first?
But you are going to give us to us as an assignment now.
Why?
Okay. Shortcut to remember is T. When you click on T, it highlights the horizontal text tool for you. So it's either you're changing from here, click on this letter A character, and it opens, and you change it to black. Can you see the text now?
Yes, sir. We can see the text.
And to make the text bigger, you do two things. Assignment number 1. How do you increase the size of the text on Photoshop? Don't answer now. I'll be expecting.
You know.
Don't answer now. I'll be expecting the assignment by tomorrow afternoon on the group. By tomorrow afternoon, 12 p.m. It's fine. How
Sir,
do you
please, what
increase?
is the assignment? Is it after what you just asked, or you want us to do exactly what you have done this night?
The assignment I'm making a request of is how do you increase the size of a text? Someone's mic is
Okay.
on. All right, how do you increase the size of a text? You know, we've typed something and we've changed the color, but it's looking very small. So how do you increase the size of the text on the canvas we're working on? So please, Zita, please take notes. Assignment number 1. Yeah, how do you increase the size of the text? To be submitted tomorrow by 12. Everybody should actually do a video of how they did it. You might not necessarily show your face, it might just be you showing your device and showing how you did it. Yes, so thank you so much.
Sorry, sir. Please, we are still waiting for the zip file.
It's meant to, it's there already.
So that's the determinant of the assignment now that you want us to show our screen.
Okay, the file is there already.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So yeah, please. I have 18%. I have Adora.
Sir, please, I'm not seeing the.
Uh, Can you see my text? Let me say hello on the group. Someone just liked the message I dropped. Can you all see my graphic design? I mean, oh,
Is it on the group or here?
uh, I I dropped it I dropped it on graphic design admin. Okay, am I to, okay. My apologies. I'll drop it back on. Okay. I sent it to a wrong place. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Oh,
guys.
no
I'm sorry.
problem.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, sir. I've been raising questions. I wanted to ask about the how to download the Photoshop on a MacBook. I was the one that asked earlier.
Okay.
So I can't hear you, sir. Mhm.
You. So, uh, Kimberly, can you
Sorry.
hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. I did not get anything from you for the past 1 minute.
Okay. Click on, go to All Mac World. Let me send you a link. I just dropped the link for you on the platform. Can you see the link?
Yes, sir. I've seen it, sir.
All right. Follow. When you click on the link, you would see other applications there. By the right hand side, you can type in Photoshop and then it opens up.
Okay.
But also
Sorry,
note
sir.
that um,
Sorry, I'm sorry. Please, the link, is it for Mac or for other laptop?
it's for Mac.
Okay.
But also note that you are not advised to download 2024 because 2024 is paid, is a paid version. There are a lot of features on it that you'd have to pay for. The AI prompting and all, yes, you have to pay for it, except you have the money to pay for it. I think the subscription amount is $45 or more, depending. So you're advised to download from 2020 to 2023.
So what about the zip file?
It's still loading on the um on the Telegram page now. 1.87 gig in total, but currently at 122.5 MB.
Okay, sir. Does it have any like specifications on the version of the laptop or anything?
Specification of the laptop, no. As long as
Okay.
the Mac is compatible, but you wouldn't want to download the Photoshop file on a 6 gig or 4 gig RAM MacBook. So we
Okay.
should be looking at 8 gig, so it doesn't slow down or make your device overheat along the line.
Okay, sir. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
So
is there any
please,
like installation process after downloading it?
once you download, there's always a note that's inside the zip file that says setup or instruction. So It's quite easy. You just follow through. It says step one, download. When you download, step two, um, type English and all, and click on so and so to download, to install rather. Then you click and it installs, and then it says impute so and so number and all. Then you impute. Should in case you have any challenges, please do well to reach out to me. I would surely um be available to help out.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir, for your help.
You're,
Thank you so much.
you're,
I really
you're
appreciate
welcome. So guys, it's time to go now. Like
Sorry,
our
before you go,
usual.
please don't forget to drop our own link too. I mean, I've not seen it.
Me, I'll give you my headmistress cap in this design team. So don't worry, it's fine.
Okay.
It's actually right now. So once it's done, yeah, you see it. So thank you, Adora. Thank you, Akimboye. Thank you, Peace. Thank you, Omomi. Thank you, Bolanle. Thank you, Babatunde. Thank you, Zita. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Temitope. Thank you, um, Tofumi. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you so much. I think Ogun State, right? Bolanle from
Yeah, I'm here.
Deborah from Lagos. Um, Omomi from Lagos as well. Adora from Anambra State. Uchechukwu from Anambra State. Temitope from Benin. I remember. Messi from, I don't think Messi is here. Messi from Ghana. She's not here. Um, Kanta from Akwa Ibom is not here. Zita from Port Harcourt, well present. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. We are making progress. Tomorrow's class would surely hold. Same time. Please endeavor to do your assignments so we can move as fast as possible. Thank you so much. Zita, thank
Thank
you
you,
so
sir.
much. Mhm.
Please
Where
Thank
should
you
I
prepare
so
for
collect
your
my
Bye,
gift
guys.
from?
prepare for your
Sorry,
test.
Where should I collect my gift from?
Test to
did I say anything about gift? It was just
Adobe.
peace. Peace. In the next
Yes,
yes,
it's
in the
this.
next 2 minutes, please reach out to Zita. Zita, please check your DM. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Have
very
a
much,
blessed
sir.
evening.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Good night.
Zita, please stay on the call. Zita, how are you?
Yes. Good evening.
Um, hear me?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
All right, please. I'll do that thing now. Um, please do well to reach out, yes, to help me deliver my message. Thank you. Thank you for your time. How were
To
you able
help
to meet
you.
up with the I
Hmm.
requested for
It
something,
was
right?
funny. What? Sorry. What did you request for? I'm not really.
I requested for something on your WhatsApp and you sent it already. So I'm saying
Yes.
I would send I'll send it now so you can help me reach out to her.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm.
You have a blessed evening.
Mm. I mean, now you God go bless. This piece don't enjoy for your hands next.
Thank you.
Hey, I was able to meet up because I was even in the bus when I even shared the meeting link. It was just got to grace now.
You're still
Just
recording
wait
the
for me
class
to open
though.
my laptop.
Just so you know.